welcome back to Recovery in Real Estate. I'm your host, Abe Slocum. Today we have on one of my good friends, Shianne Connerly. I'm not sure if I said that right, but I'm sure I'll be corrected here soon.
You did.
She's a good friend of mine. She works for Cypress Title. She is a marketing guru for them. She helps a lot of small businesses with their marketing and their social media. She's kind of like a co-founder of this show as well. She was between her and I, we brainstormed this idea of recovery in real estate. She thought it would be a great idea to, start this show and tell other people's stories about their journey into buying real estate. So she was also, let's call her a co-producer as well. She was, you produced the show for a little while.
Yeah, I did. Learned a lot, but I'm glad you're super official now and got your own official podcast. So that's really cool.
Yeah. So tell me about that experience. How cause you put in some work to that.
Yeah. So I think, when did we start? So we were filming a reel or something at a house that your buyers were buying, and you kind of told me like they were just out of recovery or something, sober living, I think.
Yes,
And so I was like, Abe, like you need to tell their story. Like that's awesome. Like that's great content. Like people would want to hear, And so we just kind of brainstormed and set up our own little podcast studio at the Cypress Title office. It was definitely a learning experience. All the technical stuff that goes into making sure your sound quality is good and editing, there's a lot of work that goes into podcasting. So
have you ever seen the movie Hustle and Flow?
Yeah.
It's like when they're they're producing the song and they're like in the house or like in the closet and putting like the egg cartons up, and it's like they're trying to make this good song, but then you get into the actual studio and it's completely different, and it's a different feel. So this is definitely a different feel.
I know, I love it. It's so legit.
Yeah.
No, definitely the editing aspect. I mean, when you're trying to get the audio to match up and like cutting things and it's just it's a lot. I'm more into like doing the TikToks and reels, short form videos, but having to edit a 30-minute long, video, I mean, it's tough.
Yeah, God bless you for doing it.
I enjoyed it though. It was fun.
That's good. Yeah, I don't have I guess I could have the patience, but I'm like you said, 30 seconds, a minute. And that's
then
it.
You're good. Yeah.
And even with those, sometimes people are like, Abe, you can do this and all that. And then like I go to do it and I get frustrated and I'm like, I just go back to doing it. So.
And then you have all the people in the comments trying to be like, oh, you got to do this.
Yeah.
You've ran a podcast before, huh? Okay.
That's right. That's right. Right after we filmed the first one.
I know.
So many professional, I think I was talking to Ken about that. We had so many professional podcasters telling us like, hey,
do this.
Do that. Use this mic. You need to do that. And like, hey, you're on drugs. But thanks for the comment. So Shianne, you're a mom of 3 girls.
3 girls.
What are their ages?
So 12, 9, and 3.
Phew.
Yeah, so got a big gap there.
Yeah.
But it's fun. Never a dull moment. Girls are fun.
Yeah.
High energy,
Did you ever want a boy?
Oh yeah, that's what we were with the third one. That's what we were trying for, and nope. God had other plans.
Yeah. No more after.
No, I mean I would, but my husband's like, no.
Yeah.
You can guarantee it's a boy. Heck yeah. But
Yeah. I get it.
3 girls, 3 weddings.
Oh wow, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, no, 3's a lot. Like, it's definitely.
Yeah, there's a lot of estrogen in our house for sure.
Yeah, your husband, man.
I know. Outnumbered.
Yeah, for sure. She's like dresses and makeup. And
he's like manly man, like tough.
Yeah.
Marine, and it's like he's got these 3 little girls that run the show.
Yeah. And he's from Louisiana,
Yeah,
and you're from Arizona.
Arizona.
So you all met.
Yeah, so he was in the Marine Corps and he was stationed in my hometown in Yuma, Arizona, little border town right outside of Mexico. And so he was stationed there. We met at the gym, and the rest is history.
Yeah. Y'all got married young?
Oh, yeah, 19 and 20.
Heck yeah.
So, I mean, when I say the odds were stacked against us of making it this far, we celebrate. We'll be married 15 years
That's awesome.
in March.
That's an
So,
accomplishment.
yeah.
For sure. Yeah, that's like when I was in the Navy, they tell you don't marry any of the local girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't buy a car from a local car lot.
Yeah.
They tell you all these like do's and don'ts. I married a local girl, and
Yeah.
it didn't end well. But same situation. And you guys made it. So that
Yeah. Says a lot. But
you were a military wife. So
yep.
he deployed, and
Yeah, so he deployed. We got married in March. He deployed in August of that year. And then he ended up getting back on our 1 year wedding anniversary, like the exact day. So
wow.
that was pretty cool. So yeah, he deployed to Afghanistan. So our first year, we were separated pretty much, that whole time. So
how was that?
it's I mean, that was before all the technology, that we have now. Like, I mean,
so yeah, you guys were like
Skype.
oh yeah.
Sometimes, but I mean, the connection's horrible, so it's like you're cutting in and out.
Snail mail. That's what
yeah.
we called it in the military. Like
Yep. Yep, send care packages and stuff like that. But I mean, we could sometimes communicate through Facebook, but I mean, it wasn't like it is now, you know, with
I don't know if I would have preferred to be in the military now compared to when I was in 20 years ago, because like I'll see these guys on ships and overseas, and like they're making TikToks and having fun
yeah.
and all that stuff, but like I'm 8 or 9 time zones away. Like I don't want to be connected to what's going on back home.
Back home, yeah, for sure.
Because it's like that extra stressor. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, seeing everything that's going on and what you're missing out on.
Oh yeah,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely the old letter. You get the letter from
and you're all excited.
your significant other or somebody that might smell like perfume.
Yeah,
or something,
yeah.
It's like it's like the love is there.
Yep.
You're feeling good. So
yeah.
So Shianne, you work for Cypress Title.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about what you do for them.
So I do their marketing. So a lot of people know our page with, I do the attorney I work with, Michael, I do his marketing. So I'm in the Prairieville office. And so we just have fun with it. All of his reels are very like funny, lighthearted. It's not necessarily real estate related because I just feel like our industry is so oversaturated with.
No, 100%.
Hey, buy with me, sell with, and it's like, how can we make ourselves, how can we make ourselves like stand apart, and title is so, I mean, it's boring to talk about. I mean, there's only so much you could talk about.
Yeah.
We're there to sign all your documents, and
yeah.
And if you want title insurance, we highly recommend it. Like that's basically the gist of what we can talk about. And so we were like, how can we make this different? And so Michael, I mean, he's always down to do something crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, running into walls, I mean, you've seen our stuff. So just trying to do things creative and out of the box for marketing. But then also like another aspect of my job is just kind of like building new relationships with people in our industry, networking, trying to get more business our way. So
you've been in the real estate field you did have your license?
Yeah, so I've been in the real estate industry since 2017. I worked on the leadership team at Keller Williams, Red Stick Partners for 4 years. Got licensed during COVID and did that for a little bit during the craziest time in real estate,
Yeah, I missed all that.
When did you got licensed?
I got like right at the end of all that.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
The rates, I think like the first 3 deals I did, the rates were like decent.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kind of like.
It was like a hard stop.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, and people always say they're like, man, I can't wait till the market picks back up and this and that. And like I consider myself to have like some success, and like I'm happy with my production and like the
Yeah.
life that I get to provide and live with my family. And it's
Mhm.
like, I'm like, man, like I can, this is bad. Like I can't wait till it gets good. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
And that was such a crazy time too, because I mean, it was like, I mean, feast or famine. Like people are
oh
like
yeah,
multiple offers, like 10 offers on one house, highest and best. I mean, it was nuts. Um, so I don't feel like getting back to that level would be healthy, but
yeah,
like better than we are now. And I feel like it's kind of trending
yeah. I think it's
back to a healthy spot.
I think it's yeah. I think it's definitely picked up a little bit, and
Yeah.
it's slowly we're trending towards the spring where
Things kind of people look to move and everything.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, I got licensed in 2020, and I mean, I enjoyed real estate and all, but I just love marketing and getting to be creative and help people's build their brands and their business. And so I went and worked for Eustace Mortgage on the lending side and did their marketing. Um,
I think that's how we met.
yeah, you were so you were with the Bailey Home team, was
Yeah,
that
yeah,
okay?
yep, yeah. I started with CRSS with Keller Williams, and then that team dissolved and became the Bailey Home team. Most of us,
Okay.
and then the Bailey Home team was under EXP, and then we umbrellaed under Wyatt. We were with EXP for like a month or two.
Okay.
And Wyatt started his brokerage. We went with them, and then the market really took a deep dive, and there wasn't really a need for a team, I guess.
Yeah.
And the team kind of dissolved. So
Yeah. So I think I reached out to you probably in like 21, 22, somewhere
yeah,
around there.
yeah, it was before your youngest was born.
Yeah. And we just kind of connected and then when I moved to the title side, and I mean, that was kind of a blessing in disguise because like, I mean, when I was in the lending side, that's when rates just, I mean, tanked and, it was like the buyer's market and just everything just paused,
Yeah,
like people were like, well, they're not 2% anymore. We're not buying,
yeah,
and then they shot up to like 7, 8%. And it's like, okay. And so the company that I worked for, like laid a bunch of people off. And so like, thankfully I got approached about joining Cypress and
yeah.
decided to take that
Take that up.
opportunity
Yeah.
and have been there now. So kind of dabbled in all the different aspects of real estate.
When you were a real estate agent, did you? I've never even like, I guess like Facebook stalked you to like look to see, but
Hmm.
like, did you do any like reels for yourself or
Yeah.
like funny stuff?
Yeah, I did. But I feel like that was before. I mean,
Yeah,
I feel like there's so much more stuff out there now that people are doing,
yeah,
to kind of
probably in
like
the
get
last
creative.
2 years,
Yeah.
probably.
Um,
TikTok's really taken off,
hmm
and
Yeah. So, I mean, I did your little video walkthroughs of houses and stuff. But I definitely think there's way more content out there now.
oh yeah, it's funny that like they'll have memories pop up um of like other old like other realtors that I know, and they'll like share an old memory, and it's like them giving like a home tour,
Yeah.
and it's like they got the cell phone like this, and
Yep.
there's no like music or like
Oh,
it's not
yeah.
going into other rooms with like different editing and stuff like that. It's real, just like the echo. You got the echo going on in the background. You know what I'm saying? You're like,
It's like people get into this industry, they're like, oh, I didn't know I had to be a videographer too,
yeah,
but
no,
it's like you learn how to like make your stuff look good, how, what, settings to have your camera on, different like editing apps and all the things. So, I mean,
yeah.
you learn a lot
Yeah,
too.
yeah, you gotta you gotta stay up with the trends and stand out. I know sometimes like social media, it can get overwhelming
Oh,
with
yeah.
well, not that social media in itself, but like making the content as well,
Mm-hmm.
like can get consuming to where, you know, you start producing a lot of social media and you have a following and people are watching you. Now they're kind of expecting you to always put stuff out, and then they're like, you know,
And sometimes you get a like creative block where you're just like,
yeah,
I don't have it in me today, or I just don't feel like doing,
yeah.
Um,
So you have some side hustles as well,
yeah.
and that's kind of like it's funny you said that. Like you said, like you have you know the creative block. So you help people with their social media?
Yeah, I manage quite a few small businesses in our area with their socials. And it's fun because, like my bread and butter is real estate, but being able to help businesses outside of real estate and getting to see like what works for those particular businesses. Like
Yeah.
one of them's a cleaning company that I do.
You can give them a shout out.
Home Clean Home.
Hey Timmy, how you doing?
Timmy.
You know?
Oh my gosh, her stuff is doing so well. And it's fun because it's like, I don't, before like helping her with her social media, I wasn't watching like cleaning videos and stuff, but
Yeah.
there's a whole
No, it's
genre of like
crazy.
ASMR, like
Yeah.
the sounds and like
Yeah.
things that, and I mean, the following and her stuff, like since I've started helping her, I mean,
You guys just hit 1 million, huh?
yeah, we just had a reel go viral.
That's awesome.
And I mean, but her stuff, I mean, all of it, it's like trending. It's doing so great. And it's like, I mean, it's fun when you have stuff that's like, actively
Yeah.
climbing. We're just constantly like watching her numbers and I'm like, dang,
Yeah.
this is awesome.
No, for sure. For sure. I don't think I've ever kind of low key jealous. I don't think I've ever hit 1 million on
And there's no, like, honestly,
no rhyme
like
or
people,
reason.
no. And it's like, because I do social media marketing, like a lot of my algorithm is like, oh, do this or do that. And that's how you'll, post at this time. And it's like, honestly, I don't think anyone really knows, honestly. Like
Yeah.
that reel that hit 1 million, like there's nothing special about it. I think it's just you pick the right trending music at the right time. You post it at just this right, and it's
Yeah.
like the algorithm chooses what,
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, for sure. Because I've looked at times of the day that I'll post on certain days, and I'll look at like the algorithms on, like Instagram's gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
Like they were a monster for a while as far as like you would post something and it's like
Nothing.
like you'd have like your general friends, like 40 people looked at it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
And then like Facebook would be like 1,000, and then Instagram, I feel like in like the last years,
Gotten better.
it'll be almost even,
Mhm.
and it's and then TikTok is another.
So do you dabble in TikTok?
I do a little. I try to. I I have been dabbling in TikTok.
Mhm.
I think I had one reel a long time ago, and it was like I pulled up to a guy and I told him his car keys were stuck in his door at a red light, and he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Your car keys." And then he like reached over, and I was like, "Haha," and I took off. And like,
Stop.
and it was like 800,000. That was like during COVID, and then I did when I got my haircut, like the New Iberia haircut,
Yeah.
like Post Malone. That thing went like I think it was like 50,000 or
That's
60,000.
awesome.
So, but yeah, like you do something goofy like that,
Yeah, and
and then I'm trying to do something like this, and it's like 100.
yeah,
And I'm like, it is what it
no
is.
rhyme or reason, really. I mean, yeah.
No, yeah, TikTok is definitely its own. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, like I feel, and it's all kind of like you can tell people's age, I guess. It's like TikTok's going to be like 20s, Instagram's going to be 30s,
Mhm.
Facebook 30s, 40s,
Yeah. Older.
50s.
Yeah.
So it's like, got some old lady cussing me out. And messaging me,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's happened before. So, but
I do like though, like I see like your strategy kind of like you do comment a lot on like local things like the news articles
oh
and
yeah,
things like I mean but it's like people are gonna associate or like see your name
yeah,
because
yeah,
you're always
yeah,
commenting and
yeah,
you
yeah.
know
I've tried in 2026 not to like troll as much with
that's a good
y-
troll. Yeah.
yeah, like on the social
Like
like
they do make me laugh.
yeah, yeah, the news stuff, like I've literally made comments on like news channels and have like a 70-year-old grandma, I'm like, "You're going to hell," and like messaging me, and I'm like,
People get crazy in
yeah,
the
and like
comments.
I don't even, I'll leave it alone and just like, so I've 2026, I've tried not to really troll
You're just gonna keep
too
your
hard, and like
comments to yourself.
if people don't like Baton Rouge, I might just throw in something and be like, "Hey, if you want to move, hit me
Yeah.
up,"
Yeah.
and take it
A
how it
little
is.
a little plug there.
Yeah. So yeah, you do a lot of digital marketing, coming up with reels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, excuse me, how do you get into that? Like, how do you're with Keller Williams, you're on the leadership team,
Mhm.
and then do you like school, or was it just you're creative and you're like, like you said, you like doing it
Yeah.
and stuff?
So like never went to school for this. I've just always been like a very creative person, I guess. Not type A at all, just kind of,
Yeah,
go with the flow, whatever. But I just, I've seen this kind of platform, the social media platforms evolve and all the different, things that have come with it. And I'm just like, this is like a legit way for businesses to,
oh yeah,
brand and showcase themselves. I mean, everyone's on social media. So if you're not, like, you're going
yeah,
to get missed,
yes,
Print advertising, I don't really feel like is
yeah,
there anymore, so
yeah,
it's like you got to go digital. And so at Keller Williams, I just like helped internally as far as like, marketing stuff to the agents, like classes and different trainings and open houses and, helped with flyers and things like that. It wasn't really until I moved to, well, got my license and started dabbling in the reels there. And
yeah,
then when I moved to the lending side, I really helped like vamp up their marketing. And then with Cypress, kind of.
yeah. I know. I know Michael has said, I've heard him say before, like his business has gone up like a lot tremendously since you've come on and like
It's
helped
funny, we'll
him.
be out somewhere, at a lunch, and people were like, "Dude, your videos," like, and that's what he's known for
Yeah,
now because it's like
that's
people
good.
associate, his funny videos with him, and it's like,
I wonder
you know,
did the videos. So I saw, and I saw, I guess it was like 2 weeks ago, and it was Southern March, and he was with his boys,
yeah.
and I'm like scrolling, and then I'm like, oh, and, and
Is
then
that Michael?
and like screenshot it and send it to him,
Yeah,
and I'm like that's him. I'm pretty sure that's him and his kids. So
yeah. We had all kinds of, I had all kinds of agents. Is that Michael? Like,
yeah,
yeah, I guess.
did he
I had no idea.
yeah, did he was that from his reels, or did he like it just
I think just like mutual friends or whatever that he was able
that's cool though. He got to
to
do
do
that.
that. Yeah,
That he got to do that with his kids.
yeah.
So what you doing the marketing, digital marketing, reels, mom of three girls, married. Um, what what's the future look like for Cheyenne?
I'm just kind of enjoying where I'm at right now.
Yeah,
I would definitely love to eventually grow my own, business, and maybe hire some, just be able to delegate more things because I mean, like I said, it's a lot like managing all these different platforms and things like that. Um, and then it's like with my business, it's all been word of mouth. Like I've done no advertising for it because
yeah,
like Cypress is my main job, so I
yeah,
do all this on the side. So I think if I was, to start, hey guys, like this is what I do. These are my
yeah,
portfolios that I manage. This is how they're doing. If I really like started putting that out there, like I think it could take off. But I'm like, you know,
yeah. No, I get it.
fine balance there.
Yeah, yeah. You have security
Mhm.
with
Oh
Cypress,
yeah.
and then anytime like as a realtor, or what I'm saying,
Being
anytime.
self-employed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like I was telling Ken earlier, like February is going to be an amazing month for me, but I've literally, other than the flip that we closed in December, I hadn't closed anything since October. So
Yeah.
like I'm having an amazing month, but I've also gone through the holidays and
And it's like,
no paycheck.
what's going
You know what
on?
I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so
So are you still doing stuff with the
the treatment center,
treatment
yeah,
center? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I have that. I was on a call earlier about that, and one day I was in New Orleans marketing over there for that.
So what does that look like for you? Like,
So now it's not as I guess it's not as demanding as it once was. So I started that job. I literally got my real estate license, and then I got that job, offered that job like 2 weeks later. So I've had both jobs for 4 years.
Mhm.
And the first 2 years of the job, I was on the road a lot, like 2 to 3 times a week, like
Yeah.
New Orleans, Lafayette, Houma, Lake Charles. Um, since then, we've hired some people in like Lake Charles and uh, North Louisiana. We've hired some people. I've developed a lot of relationships with people now where um, I don't have to get in front of them as
They
much.
know who you are,
Yeah,
and
and
yeah, they can reach out.
now I kind of focus on areas there's like a ton of rural areas in the state that have no help, and just kind of I'll call them podunk towns, where
Yeah.
it's and the big drug problems, and the only solution that these places have is incarceration, and to where I can go in, and it does take a while, but like get in front of some DAs and some judges, and you know show them some statistics of, hey, like, look, this first time offender, if he gets help and he doesn't get put into the system, he has a better chance of like making it out on the other end and not getting in trouble again. To where like if you just continue to send these people to jail, like they're
That
gonna
just spirals into other things, you know?
well,
Yeah.
you're gonna get caught up in that system, and
Mhm.
I think Louisiana's done a pretty good job over the last couple years with like reform and things like that. So it's cool to be on that side of things too, because like um, I've spent time incarcerated and been in
You can
trouble.
relate.
Yeah, I can relate. And then it's funny now because like now I'm like sitting across the desk from a judge, and like
You're like, "Remember me?"
yeah, like arguing with a judge. You know,
Yeah, like,
like
"I've been here. I
yeah,
know," you
in
know.
in a good way,
Yeah.
but like it's like I don't think I would ever like raise my voice at a judge. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now I'm like, hey, come on,
Yeah.
like you can't see that this is helping. Like, let's get these people some help. And
Yeah.
so now that yeah, it's been cool to do that. And then like the real estate side of things and like the show recovery in real estate, like I get to help a ton of people that are in recovery. Probably 50% of my business, 60% of my business is people that are sober and like
I know, that's so awesome.
yeah, put their lives back together. So that's I'm glad to be continuing this and like educating people that life gets better. Like you can buy
A
a
message
house.
of hope.
Yeah, exactly.
And not just, like, you're gonna be in the system, like, there's nothing, you get the treatment, whatever, but it's like, no, you can make something of your life and have a comeback and buy a house and all the things. I mean, the stories I've heard just, from the couple podcasts we've done, it's like, wow,
Yeah,
it's really inspiring, like, to see people
for sure.
who were at their worst and now
Yeah.
have turned their lives around.
Homeowners, doctor, like
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
it's just wild. Wow, God is good,
I know, he
So,
really is.
well, Cheyenne, you have anything you wanna say before we wrap up, or?
I appreciate you having me on. I mean, this has been so much fun, like working with you in this aspect and everything. And I love that you're official now. And I think it's going to take off. And, I can't wait to hear more stories.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Well, thank you for coming on today, and
Yes. Thanks for having me.
yeah, I look forward to. We'll definitely be working soon in the future.
Yep.
All right.